I've changed my mind about Married at First Sight Season 18 couple, Michelle Tomblin and David Trimble. I think they were matched well despite issues. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Married at First Sight Season 18 couple David Trimble and Michelle Tomblin may be reeling from disdain and scandals, but I'm convinced they are matched perfectly. I am an avid Married at First Sight fan, well versed in all the drama going on and off screen, so my beliefs about David and Michelle's match quality are comprehensive. 38-year-old Michelle entered Married at First Sight Season 18 after not having been in a relationship for 6 years. David, 35, had an on and off again long-term relationship in the past, and even had his ex's name tattooed on his chest. Michelle and David are joined in Season 18 by 4 other couples: Camille Parsons and Thomas McDonald, Carla Juarez and Juan Franco, Imam Abad and Aichi Ojor, and Madison Myers and Alan Slovic. Currently, there are only a few more weeks left for the couples before Decision Day, where they'll have to decide to stay married or get a divorce. So far, only Imam and Aichi have called it quits, but David and Michelle don't seem far behind after recent scandals. Despite the discontent, I feel like David and Michelle are still a good match. Michelle and David have had a series of issues. Lifetime's Michelle was initially dismayed by David when he revealed that he lived in a unit in his parents' house and smoked cigarettes. She thought those situations were undesirable in a husband. Michelle's ill feelings worsened on the honeymoon when she found out about David's ex's name tattoo, and was further unsatisfied with David's explanation about living in his parents' home. Michelle also asked David for space, and he continued to try to communicate with her, which led to more disdain. Upon returning from the honeymoon, Michelle and David did move in together, but into separate bedrooms. The MAFS experts confronted Michelle about her growing dissatisfaction with David and reminded her that David had all the qualities she asked for and asked her to be more open and compromising. I witnessed Michelle and David being on an upswing when she received a text from David that was not meant for her. David initially lied to Michelle about the missent text and said it was supposed to be for his cousin about food. However, David later admitted that the text was for a girl he met online previously named Tiffany, and that it was inappropriate. He justified his stepping out by saying he felt constant rejection from Michelle and was looking for validation. While I don't condone David's actions, Michelle isn't entirely blameless. I've noticed the pair putting in a lot of effort, but the state of their marriage isn't reflective of that. In the latest episode of Married at First Sight Season 18, Michelle aired her suspicions to Imam that Madison was supposed to be the recipient of David's sext. During the first dinner on the couple's group retreat, Michelle confronted David and Michelle about her thoughts, and it caused David to try and pump the brakes on the accusation, and it caused Madison to walk away upset. I know the truth will be revealed soon, but for now, I'm positive Michelle is working towards a conclusion with David, and she may even be able to forgive him if the truth is not sinister. Why did the experts match David and Michelle? The Married at First Sight experts had every reason to match David and Michelle. Michelle wanted a man who was of a darker complexion, hardworking, fun, and responsible. David wanted an independent blonde-haired blue-eyed woman who wanted to grow with their partner. On paper, Michelle and David had what the other was looking for. I think David also demonstrated his patience with Michelle, who clearly needs to be given grace. Michelle said she was in a place to accommodate a partner, and I think that she has been trying to make David fit in despite her perceived shortcomings of him. I see Michelle and David as having complementary personality traits, but the problem is they are losing sight of their compatibility due to each other's actions. The MAFS experts were right to match David and Michelle, as I believe they could have a future of growth, fun, and opportunity together. Michelle holds David accountable. Her group dinner call-out is good evidence of this, as she is trying to help David see the error in his ways and improve his image and husband qualities. I've noticed Michelle has also been honest in trying to elevate the way David presents, as she went shopping with him and has continuously held him to a higher standard. I don't sense that Michelle is being malicious. I think she's been disappointed by David's actions and background, and is finding her own ways of improving the situation, which David needs. I know Michelle is the strong woman that David is looking for, and I watched Michelle admit that David does possess the attributes she wants. I just think they are in their own way. David wants to change and improve. David was embarrassed and ashamed when he finally admitted to the inappropriate text message. Now, I think David is on a path to redemption. The cheating scandal involving Madison could derail David and Michelle even further, but I am noticing David's desire to dig himself out of the hole he's dug. I'm certain David is unhappy with how he's being perceived by Michelle, his peers, and family, and he will try to self-correct the rest of the season in a redemption arc. While my belief that David and Michelle are matched perfectly is a solid notion, whether they will stay together is another story. With so much damage being done in their marriage via disdain and scandal, I see that both parties are checked out on each other. It would take heavier therapy, a clean slate, more brutal honesty, and individual growth from each of them to realistically have a future together. David does want to change, and Michelle is the right unrelenter to make sure David doesn't get away with his bad behavior in Married at First Sight.